سلام، من نیلوفرم. این شعر رو من به انگلیسی ترجمه کردم، براتون میخونم. It's called Back Then. Dedicated to all the innocent Iraqi children who lost their precious lives when a missile destroyed their school. And I also want to dedicate this to the people of Iran, because I translated this poem before the Green Movement, and now it seems very appropriate. Back when the goldfish sparkled in the fishbowl, back when people's words were music and no one sinned, back when friends were companions and in each other's company, a time when water was water and wind was wind. I saw with my own eyes that the petals of the rose cried as the dust departed. I saw with my own eyes a time when the roots of mercy grew strong and wholehearted. I don't recall any broken hearts. I heard that Robin Hood was a kind thief. When did I ever hear that love's reward was lashes of whips? When were all the houses host to cries, grief, and disbelief? Every morning, how each dawn emerged with honesty and compassion. What kind little hearts beat with optimism, hope, and passion. Back when the satisfied wolf was not hungry for the shepherd and the sheep, when clear, bright nights were infatuated with sweet dreams, the flames of guilt would fail to scrape the skies so deep. But alas that now, wolves are hungry and they attack, and the bullets that dart towards the children are targeted, and there is just no going back. You won't believe that I saw with my own eyes the time that love still breathed and was kind. A time when all waterfalls were pure, when love was in the heart and the moon was on the mind. But alas that now, all truths have been broken. All friendships have faded away, and even pure love is left sunken in the muddy marshes to decay. I saw with my own eyes that the night was needless of any bright light, and heard the burning flames too were asleep in a peaceful delight. You won't believe how delicate was the cool, crisp air, and how the footsteps of love would echo in the valleys instead of despair. The earth was bursting with blossoms. There were no signs of missiles or tension, and no satellite competed with the moon for the earth's attention. No throats were lodged with deathly sighs, no bows aimed or arrows at a beating heart. No bombs and no missiles would tear warm, welcoming homes apart. Each dawn when crimson poppies would bloom, in a house, in a corner, in the street. A time when I could hear the footsteps of the passerby, like a legend, like a song, a soothing beat. Cries of horror and ache did not reach the skies, and arrows from the wretched bows of humanity would not scar the universe due to horrid acts of insanity. Back then, the hearts overflowed with hope, love, and devotion. Where would you plant grudge and animosity instead of kindness? When would the cruel needle of oblivion inject like venom into your veins to inflict blindness? Look at what we have brought the times to, what promises we have made and broken even our own. Instead of love and companionship, we have escaped from the heart's throne. You won't believe that back then, God sat in his house, 2 streets up from ours. And every time you felt sorrow tugging at your soul, you could pay him a visit and stay for hours. But alas, what houses were built in his name, in the hands of his own messengers. God was sacrificed, and we're all to blame. Alas, that now, sparrows don't fly over our roof no more. Neither jasmine's sweet perfume, nor the sun's warm embrace visit our dark and lonely home in the honor of the sunset's grace. You should know, my fellow time travelers, that it was a time of kindness, love, and peace. And now is a time for hatred, war, and no release. Alas, alas, alas. I would like to read you one of my own poems. It's called Glass House. And I'll share the story behind it. It was about my childhood and someone in my past that I had no idea even knew I existed let me know that he used to be in love with me when we were very little. So this poem is for him. Glass House. A soft breeze gently lifted my soul and took me above. Softly, I rose, millimeter by millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer, I lost count. Softly, in a gentle whirlwind, with my feet still on the ground, my soul flew further than I ever knew. It led me to a strange land, so delicate, so fragile, that a single note from the piano could have broken me into 1,000 pieces of a melody too delicate to be touched, too intricate to have been separated from the fantasy that you wove into my reality. A soft red thread danced on the tapestry of my soul. I wept, for I could not have known this kind of love until you showed me the power of just a few words. How you touched me without ever holding my hand, I would have never known, but I question no more what you have given me. The violin weeps while the piano consoles, a gentle melody so harmonious with every heart that has ever felt. It speaks of a love so tender, so extraordinary, that the strings of my heart sang. An invisible maestro led the orchestra of my emotions. I am forever beautiful. The world is now forever a rainbow in the prism of this glass wall that you separated me with from reality. Thank you.